Here we are. This is what I'm looking for. Let's light it up. Oh, God. I want to make sure one of these skeletons don't kill me while I'm mining. Get out of here, bud. Get out of here. I need to cut down a lot of this forest here, so I'm going to get going on that. I think that's going to take quite a while. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to SMEAD Gaming. Here we are again with Minecraft. So, in the last episode, we had a pretty good time. We went to the Nether. It was pretty intense, not gonna lie. I'm lucky I did not die. That was something I was very worried about, not gonna lie. We did find a fortress. It took us a decent amount of time to find that, but when we did, I was very happy, and we ended up getting blaze rods, things like that, which was very nice. If we go upstairs here, I'll show you what else we got. We were also able to find nether quartz, which is really nice because now we can make observers for the redstone. That's a really good item. We need that for. You can make other things like quartz blocks, things like that. It's more of a design thing, but I really enjoy the redstone aspect of it. So in today's episode, I'm thinking about making a little bit nicer path here. As you can see, this is just all grass and boring, nothing special. I want to be expanding that path here if we come along here and we go straight out to the water, just because as you can see my boat just right through there. That's where I usually take off to go to the village. And of course I can further my exploration by this river. So I'm thinking about making a nice pathway through here, knocking down all these trees, maybe putting in a stone path or maybe a little bit better design with trees and bushes and all that stuff. But I also really want to advance my sugarcane farm. Right now it's pretty pathetic. It's just the regular old growing on the side of a little pond here. But I would like to clear out this area and make a nice sugarcane farm and have it kind of collecting with a mine cart into some chests. I think that would be really good. But so now that I have everything to make the observers, that's what makes it really nice. So I'm going to definitely start off here by collecting a lot of resources like, stones and wood and all that stuff. And then when I have everything I need, we can get to work and we will probably start with that. So my plan with the sugarcane farm is to have 32 sugarcane growing. And I'm thinking I'm going to have that with 4 sets of 8 kind of sections. And underneath those sections, I will be having mine carts pick it all up and drop it off into a hopper, which would kind of be not really a sorting system, but kind of like an organizing system, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and then of course I'm going to use the traditional observer, seeing that when it updates, it'll be using a piston to break the sugarcane. So then there's still 1 sugarcane left to continue the growing. And that'll definitely work really well because I won't be around really paying attention to it. But of course, since it's right near my home, it'll slowly collect more and more and more sugarcane. And that'll be really nice for when, of course, I'm expanding my lovely enchantment area. But it will also be good for in the future when, I got my elytra and I want to be flying around with rockets. Because, I'm going to need paper to make those rockets, paper and gunpowder. So that would be really nice to have that whole thing. So with this, that means I'm going to need 32 pistons, 32 observers, and so on. Obviously, I'm going to make a little bit more than that, but that's the bare minimum I'm going to need. So again, yep, I'm going to keep collecting resources, and I'll probably go a little bit deeper to get some redstone. I know I already have some, but it runs out so quick when you're building things like these, so I'm going to make sure to grab lots of that when I'm down there. In the near future, I'll also have to make a pumpkin and melon farm because I know those are great resources to be trading with villagers. So obviously that's not going to be happening this episode. I only have so much time. But yeah, definitely in the future, I'll be making one of those too. Probably within the next couple of episodes because I think, again, in the next couple of episodes, I am going to start setting up a little bit of a villager trading area. Not like an official trading hub or anything like that, but just kind of an area where I can get a couple of them in one section and make them make love, if you know what I mean, and hopefully get some kids that'll be really interested in farm trading. Here we are. This is what I'm looking for. Let's light it up. Oh, God. I want to make sure one of these skeletons don't kill me while I'm mining. Get out of here, bud. Get out of here. Is that safe? All good? Okay. Let's collect the good stuff here. Redstone. I love it. Okay guys, it looks like I have a decent amount of resources right now. As you can see, my cobblestone, and I got some redstone, which is nice. Now I need to focus on getting a lot of wood. So I'm going back up to the surface and let's get a chopping. Alright, so I've done quite a bit of collecting. As you can see, I got lots of cobblestone, some redstone, some wood, some nether quartz, sugarcane, and some dirt. So, just kind of the things I'm going to need for a sugarcane farm. But the main task I really need to do here is, while I wait for more logs, I need to cut down a lot of this forest here. So I'm going to get going on that. I think that's going to take quite a while. Let's go. Okay, there we go. So I have cut down quite a bit of trees here, and I dug up a big area just to kind of flatten it out. Now that I have all my resources and everything, I think we are good to start figuring out where we want it to go here. Okay, so to have this farm, I'm thinking of doing 4 rows of 8, and probably having the chest right out here in the front. So obviously when I walk right up, I don't have to walk around anything to get to the chest. So we can start maybe, let's try right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is where we'll have the sugarcane right here. So let's fill this up with some water, and that's where the sugarcane will be. So let's just plant that there, just so we can kind of figure out where everything will be here. And then I think in the center here, we're going to have this separated by glass. So that means that this will be sugarcane, and this will be another trench to dig out. So 1, 2, 3. We can put ours right here. And now on top of this, I'm actually going to be having a block put here, which I'm going to be using spruce planks. So even though you can't see the water is still there. And also underneath, we're going to have tracks put under here. So I am going to kind of dig down a little bit here, just so we can kind of figure out where the tracks will need to be. And also, I will be putting another set just right on the other side here, coming out, and another set right on the other side here. So I'm going to kind of set it up how like it is here, except for putting it on the other side. Okay, so the template is already filled out here. That's good. And like I said before, I'm just going to have a railroad underneath here to pick up all the stuff that gets dropped off when it's hit by pistons. So I'm going to start digging that out right now. Okay, now I have the wood down here where my track will be put on. As you can see, it's just kind of wrapping around. But we will also need to be putting some sources of redstone here so we can have our powered rail. So I'm just going to find some locations and put it on there. So maybe we'll do one on either side here, and we'll do one on either side here, and there, and we can do the same along the other side here. But yeah, so it'll be wrapping around, and here you can see it'll be attaching here, so it can loop around here, all the way around. And I'm gonna bring this back one and bring the pathway so it connects here. And eventually it's gonna hit some hoppers, and I'm thinking about using a system that brings it into a water column, and it will feed it down into some lovely chests that will be displayed right here in the front. Okay, so we can start making the items we're going to need for this farm. So we can go to the redstone section here, and I know we're going to need 32 pistons. So let's see, what are we short of? Let's see here. Okay, so that's looking better. So we don't need that many. Let's cut that in half. Okay, so we need 6 more. Let's go. Perfect. So we got 32 of that. So now again, observers. Okay, let's see. So we got 27 here. What are we short of? Of course, it's going to be more cobblestone we are. So let's grab another stack of that. And go back to observers. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So there we go. Now we got 32 of each. That'll work. So we can start putting them into place. So we know that, first of all, we're going to have the pistons on the first row here. So we can start installing those. Okay, perfect. Now we know we're going to need some planks right behind here. So let's, oh yeah, we got plenty of planks right now. So we can put planks right behind all these pistons. Awesome. Now right on top of those planks, we are going to need some redstone dust. So let's get ourselves up there and get some of this dust on top. Now we are going to need observers. So here's where the 32 come into place. And we are going to have them so the face is pointing towards, obviously, the sugar cane. So they're going to be going on like this. All right, and there we go. Now we can see as they grow, that's when they will break. So as soon as they grow all the way to the top, it'll break it from the second one here, and then they'll just keep growing and growing. And in that process, we're going to have a lovely minecart down here collecting all the resources and throwing them in the chest. So I might as well stack this up with some glasses for now. So we're going to go the 3 high all the way around. Perfect amount of glass without even knowing. There you go, that's going to look pretty good. And of course we'll put a roof over afterwards. But now when it breaks, you know, the sugar cane will stay within that little area so it can be picked up. Okay, so now we can continue on making the cart area down here and where it'll be collected and everything. Okay, so a couple other things we're going to need here. We're going to need a repeater, comparators, and we're also going to need just a dropper, not a dispenser. So we're going to make one dropper, and let's see, we're going to need some redstone torches, of course, for this. So let's make, 10, and then we can get a redstone repeater. Actually, I believe we need 2 of those. And now for a comparator. Now the reason we can't make those is because we need some of this good stuff, nether quartz. So now if we go down here, yep, we can see the comparator here. So let's go underneath and see how we're going to do this. We know that we're going to want this to line up to connect. So let's say for this area here, this is where we're going to have our hoppers. Yeah, let's say we want our dropper to be facing this direction. Then we can put some of our lovely hoppers into here, like so. So that'll be perfect. So yeah, as the cart's coming around here, it'll empty all its inventory and go into the lovely dropper there. So if I come around here, yeah, so now we can clear out this area just a little bit more, and then we'll be able to continue this. So if I put the comparator right here, and then I put a repeater there and a repeater into the side here. Now I just need to get some redstone dust, and I can bring it along here. So now that means anytime something is dropped in here, it'll be shot right out. That's perfect. So now we can make a stream of water that it's going to bring it all the way around here, all the way down here, and it will go up. And that'll be using a bubble column, and we'll be able to use soul sand for that, which we've collected in the past. So now I'm just going to make the edges here and bring it all the way around to where we want it to be popping up. Hey guys, so unfortunately my audio kind of messed up for this clip, so for the next little bit here, it's just my voice scratching and everything, so I'm going to cut that and I'm going to try to do a voiceover. It won't be as accurate as to what was being said, but a lot of it will have to be dummied down. Sorry about that. So, I just realized I won't really be able to do what I wanted to do. I was hoping to use ice to make it easier for the items to go from one water source to the other, but I don't have any ice. And unfortunately, I don't have a Silk Touch pickaxe, so I can't even collect any. So, for this path, I'm going to have to make it fall down one block every 7 blocks or so, and hopefully I'll make it be able to shoot itself into the water source that'll be lifting it up. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm going to start building that and hopefully this still works. So right here is where the storage area will be. I'm thinking about making a 3x3 of double chests. I think that'll be a pretty good idea. And along the back, we'll put hoppers into them. And I'm thinking about putting a bubble column over the top that leads into, a water stream that brings it into the hoppers. I think that'll be a best idea. So I'll put all the chests down. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to go mining again and get more iron because I need more hoppers. So let's get all that done. Okay, now that all the hoppers are in place, I'm going to use this glass to make a column here that'll bring all the items up onto the hoppers. So we're just going to bring it all the way up here and we're going to leave it to go onto the one hopper just so it evenly disperses out to the others. It should fill up the chests in the bottom left to the top right. So, it'll be a good kind of organization system. I always like doing that for items like this. So now we have our water chute leading right up to where this water column will be. Now what I need to do is put soul sand down at the bottom here. That'll make it a bubble column to shoot the items up quicker. And I'm going to block that off with these gates. That means that the water source can't flow past it, but the items can go through it. Okay, pretty much the last step here. Now I just have to put the water into place here, just putting it down so it runs down all the way around. And I have to put the water sources into the column as well. And then by that time, as long as I have a hopper cart there in place, we should be good to go to start collecting some sugarcane. Okay, let's test it out here. We're going to throw 10 random items into this hopper here, and let's see if all 10 items show up in the chest. There you go. See, all 10 items are right here. That's perfect. I love the way they went up the column there. It just looks so cool. I love that setup. All right, just going to plop this hopper minecart down there and give it a little push. Perfect. Okay, so now when it starts harvesting, we should be able to collect all the items and they'll show up in the chest. Well, we don't have anything yet, but trust me, in the future we will. But I really like how this place is looking. It looks good. It looks good. All right, now that that's all done, it took a long time, by the way, we do have one more small little task to do, and that's to make the nice pathway up to this river so I can go back and forth. But yeah, I'm going to get started on cutting down these trees. So the trees are knocked down. It's already looking a lot better. But of course, I will use my shovel to make a little bit nicer path. I'm also thinking about throwing in some cobblestone on the ground because I know that does also add a good aspect to it. But yeah, so I'm going to start just kind of doing this, how I had it just kind of at the entrance there. See what this brings, and of course go back and forth, trial and error. That's usually the best way to go for it. Yeah, so let's see how this turns out. Okay, yeah, now that I've just used my shovel here, it's already starting to look good. I started putting in some cobblestone, and I do like it already. But yeah, at different elevations here, I'm thinking about just putting some slabs, probably just cobblestone. Maybe I will use a little bit of stone too. Similar, very similar to what we did on this pathway over here, where it's a little bit different colors stones, like different kinds of stone. I don't know, I think it just makes it look really good. There we go, that's looking pretty good. What do you guys think with the stone here, or the cobblestone? Looks pretty nice, right? It's a lot better than what it was, I know that. But yeah, so I'm going to start putting down some slabs here, of course, in the daytime here. And put some here, some here. You know, I also got some regular stone just to kind of throw it in there as well. Looks pretty good. We'll put some there. There we go. That's looking good. Yeah, I really like how this turned out. This is looking nice. And then maybe at some time in the future here, we'll put some like lanterns as we go up. I think that'll look nice too. So before we go, let's take a look here, see if it's progressed at all. Oh, it must have. Some have broken. Oh, there we go. We already have like half a stack and it's only been a little bit. That's perfect. It's doing good. But yeah, guys, we're probably going to end it there. I think we had a pretty good time today. You know, we got a lot done here with this lovely farm. Took a lot of effort to do this sugar cane. A lot longer than I thought. Because usually when I'm just playing Minecraft, you know, it doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm just having a good time. But, you know, today, of course I'm still having a good time. But I was recording and I didn't realize, like, holy crap, this is taking a long time. But, you know, it was really good. It's really efficient. I love it how we use the bubble column. And we have a lot of storage space. So that'll be perfect. Also had a good time with making that little path. Of course it didn't take long, but it'll be a lot easier getting back and forth for that boat. But yeah, guys, if you liked what you seen, please like and subscribe, you know, leave a comment. That'd be very kind of you. Let me know if there's something I should change, something I should try out. Even if there's other games you want me to play, I'd really like to know. That would really help me out. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching SMEAD Gaming. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.